Welcome. My name is Phil McGoldrick. I'm a lifelong resident of South Portland and have spent my entire career protecting the citizens of South Portland. I was fire chief in the city of South Portland for 20 years, and then I was fire chief in the town of Cape Elizabeth for 15 more. I am here today because I've never seen a bigger threat to our tradition and our way of life than the Waterfront Protection Ordinance. The South Portland Fire Department is Maine's best, achieving an insurance rating that tops all other departments in the state. The citizens of our great city are fortunate to be served by such a dedicated group of professionals, and I am proud to stand with them today to oppose the WPO. As Chief of South Portland Fire Department, I worked in collaboration with our waterfront terminals to ensure the safety of our community. We did not always agree, but we found ways to work together. In the early 80s, we were concerned with overfilling of oil tanks, so that we enacted an ordinance that required all tanks to have high-level protection. That was a very costly expenditure for the oil companies, but they complied because they knew it was a safety feature. The WPO is not how we do business in South Portland, written by a few citizens with a narrow agenda. The WPO would eventually shut down our waterfront neighbors and shrink our tax base. I urge South Portland voters to read the ordinance and vote against the WPO. It is now my pleasure to introduce John Byer, President of the local 1476 Firefighters, who has served 16 years to the city of South Portland. John?
Good afternoon. My name is John Byer. The South Portland Professional Firefighters work along our working waterfront every day to protect our city. We work closely with our working waterfront neighbors and know firsthand how they are constantly upgrading and updating their facilities to stay competitive and stay safe for our citizens. Investments and innovations along with South Portland's waterfront come to an end if voters in South Portland pass the Waterfront Protection Ordinance. There is no question that the WPO targets every terminal along South Portland's waterfront with new constraints that will eventually shut them down. The activists pushing the WPO on South Portland have no idea how critical it is for waterfront terminals to replace and upgrade equipment. The ordinance they have written is so restrictive that many investments that would improve operations at our waterfront terminals have already been shelved. It is a privilege to protect and serve the people of South Portland. On behalf of the 68 members of the South Portland Professional Firefighters, we urge the voters to get the facts and join us in opposing the WPO. I'm proud to introduce Jason Perry, South Portland resident, full-time firefighter here in South Portland for the last 12 years.
I think I messed it up. There we go. I'm Jason Perry. I'm a resident of South Portland. I've been a professional firefighter for the past 12 years. We have a reputation for being one of the best fire departments in Maine. We work very hard every day to continue to learn and get better at protecting the citizens of this community. There's no question that the working waterfront plays a gigantic integral role in doing that. The tax revenues, equipment purchases, the collaborative training that goes on all help make us one of the best fire departments around. Every South Portland resident gets better service and protection from the South Portland firefighters because of the working waterfront. If we lose the working waterfront to the WPO, we stand to lose $30 million in taxes to this community. That's going to affect our ability to help this community. That's going to affect our ability to maintain a properly staffed fire department. And that includes everything that we do here. That includes EMS. If we don't have the personnel, EMS stops. Firefighting stops. We don't have the personnel anymore. This is all important. And like I said, the working waterfront is integral to helping us achieve this. When it comes to answering the call for help, the South Portland Professional Firefighters, we always want to be the best. without the working waterfront, that's going to make that exceptionally difficult. We're asking the residents we serve to stand up with us and oppose the WPO. I'd like to introduce Captain Mike Williams, 2nd District Vice President for the Professional Firefighters of Maine.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Williams. I'm the 2nd District VP of the Professional Firefighters of Maine. We represent just under 1,000 career firefighters across the state of Maine. I'm also a lifelong resident, and a 30-year firefighter for this city. Professional Firefighters of Maine support the South Portland Professional Firefighters in their campaign in the defeat of WPO, the Waterfront Protection Ordinance. This ordinance, if approved, would put severe restrictions on South Portland's working waterfront. It would affect not only the tank farms, but many other businesses directly and indirectly. It could cost the city of South Portland $1.5 million in direct property taxes over a 10-year period. It could erase some 5,600 jobs in Maine and have an annual loss of $252 million in earnings. This would have a negative impact on the city's tax base, and adjustments would have to be made either to increase the property taxes or a reduction in the city's services on which we all rely. As first responders, firefighters, and EMTs, we feel it is important to support a stable tax base that can flourish and provide necessary emergency services our citizens require and demand. With city and town's budgets across the state stressed to maintain basic services, combined with the reductions in the state revenue sharing, this city, like all other communities, faces an uncertain economic recovery. This ill-conceived ordinance will only add to the uncertainty that South Portland and many other communities face. It is imperative that any business have the ability to meet their needs and provide a safe environment for their employees and their neighbors. This ordinance would prevent the oil companies in making the required maintenance upgrades to keep their operations running safely. As firefighter EMTs, this is important to us. When businesses have the ability to improve and maintain their operations, it lowers the risk of injury to our firefighters who respond to these incidents, or our citizens who may be in the vicinity of it. Passage of this ordinance will put in peril the working waterfront in South Portland, the port, and affect the entire region. It is bad legislation that could have chilling effects on the recovery of our economies. As your first responders, we oppose any instability in the tax base that could affect our ability to do our jobs and protect the citizens and their property. Please join us in rejecting the WPO and voting no. Thank you.